Hey, what is going on, guys? This is King Alex, and today we are going to be talking about how you can be a Fortnite God within Season 5. Now, Season 5, when you're watching this, comes out literally in a few hours. If not, it's already out. So Season 5 is right around the corner. Everyone wants to rank up, be the best they can be, and get as many Victory Royales within this season. I'm going to be going through all the tips you need, how to get as many Victory Royales as possible, literally every single game, along with showing Ninja Settings, if that will help you out if you're on PC, and my personal settings that I use to get these Victory Royales in on console. So right before we jump into it, guys, literally for Season 5, I'm giving away this Battle Pass right now. So this is your last chance to enter. If you want to get a Season 5 Battle Pass, drop a like, make sure to subscribe to this channel, and comment King, comment Season 5, spam that down below. Let's get the Season 5 type down in the comments. I believe this Battle Pass is going to be 1,000 V-Bucks or 950 V-Bucks, so I will be giving away that $10 1,000 V-Buck code to one of you guys, so make sure you are entering. I'll pin you guys' comment or reply to you. That's how you know you're actually going to be picked for this giveaway. Also, real quick, I want to give a huge shout out to these people on screen right now for turning on notifications on this channel. I shout out 2 people every video who click the bell, so just click the bell, comment notification squad, and you'll get shouted out on my next video. Now I'm going to show you guys Ninja Setting on screen, but stay tuned because I'm going to give you guys all the tips you need to dominate Fortnite Battle Royale. Obviously, this is PC settings, guys. Just a disclaimer, this is PC settings. He only plays on PC, so you guys can feel free to copy paste everything on screen. I'm trying to note here, guys, that this all depends on how good of a PC you have. If you have a very good PC, obviously copy it exactly. If you don't have a very good PC, make sure everything's on high or medium, just as long as you can see. Even you can play on the lowest settings, you can still pinpoint the enemy. So obviously just make sure those align well, but doesn't matter, you can have any PC, make sure shadows are actually off. There are some PC players, like if you guys don't know, the pro players even make fun of other pro players for having shadows on. It makes a huge difference to actually pinpoint enemies and trying to see them as best as possible to get the kills. Like you can completely pass someone if they're under a shadow. Let's say Wailing Woods, they're running through Wailing Woods, you can completely pass someone. So make sure shadows are off, doesn't matter if anything, but feel free to copy Ninja Settings key for key or word for word, any of that. I'll be showing you guys the console settings that you guys need as well, that I personally use. Now I'm going to tell you guys right now, this isn't a way to rank up as fast as possible. There's some things here and there that could be changing. Next video, I'm going to show you guys the fastest way to rank up within Season 5. I made a video like that where I showed you guys how to rank up as quickly as possible within Season 4. The very beginning of Season 4, I made a video like that. It got over, I think, 1,000 likes, more than 60,000 views, so that did crazy. So I'm gonna be doing that for Season 5 as well, so make sure you guys are staying tuned for that. Obviously you still want to get wins, stuff like that, you want to get Victory Royale. So this video to make you guys a god within Fortnite. So I'm gonna give you guys some tips and then show you my personal settings. You guys want to play paranoid. This might sound fishy, this might sound weird, but play paranoid at all times. Even if you think you're safe, no one's around, be prepared. There's always someone next to you. Play like there's always someone next to you. Never leave your guard behind. Always play like you're paranoid, you could say. And next up, you guys probably play like this already, but a lot of people forget, the circle is everything, guys. If you see the circle is coming in soon, make sure you get in that circle. Circle is everything. Most of the time, there's about 50% chance where you might just be dying trying to get into the circle. There's most likely going to be people around that circle already because they went there before you. Now what I like to do is, and this makes a huge difference, you wait once it shows where the circle is, you kind of zoom in. Obviously you want to do this late game, don't do this when there's like 60 players left, but you want to zoom in into that circle. Look at where there is high ground just around that circle. If you can find a mountain around that circle, you want to get to that high ground as quickly as possible. High ground is a huge advantage within Fortnite Battle Royale, guys. You don't even know, especially if you have a launcher, if you have like a grenade spammer launcher, any of that, that'll help a lot. Next up, drink potions immediately. A lot of people miss out on this, guys. A lot of people be like, okay, I got this big shield, I'ma wait, but there's gonna be someone shoot you down, boom, you're done. So make sure you are drinking the shield immediately most of the time. Now there's an exception to this. If you have minis and if you have a big shield and you see minis, obviously just wait and pick up those minis first, but most of the time make sure you guys are drinking potions immediately. You never know, someone might shoot you for 101 damage. That one shield would have helped you out, so make sure you guys are doing this. And next up, only engage when you're certain of success. A lot of times you might see someone in the far distance. If you shoot them, they might be a freaking ninja player, like building a tower in 1 second. You might not be as good as them, you're done. Unless you're very experienced, only engage at the best time possible. Only when you're certain you're gonna get that kill. If you're confident, go for it. If you're not, wait until they go hide behind trees, go from cover to cover until you catch up to that guy, and then gun them down. That way you're certain you're gonna get the kill and there's no chance of you actually dying. So next up, do not loot bodies straight away. Once you kill someone, you're going for their loot, right? There's going to be someone right next to that ready to gun you down. I don't know how many times I've even done this. I've been the person waiting on the sidelines. Someone kills someone else, he's going to pick up their loot, boom, one shot kill to the face, they're dead. If you want to, like, if you're desperate for materials, if you're desperate for mats, you're desperate for ammo, go to that loot, build a 1x1 with a roof on top of it as quickly as possible to make sure no one runs up to you. But other than that, make sure you aren't looting bodies straight away. So hopefully those are some of tips that helped. I have a few more tips for you guys, but I want to show you my console settings if you guys have been waiting for that. On screen right now, I'm going to be showing you guys my console settings that I use. Feel free to copy this. This will work for Xbox and PS4. Nintendo Switch, I don't know exactly how that works, so not necessarily for that. Xbox and not PC, but Xbox and console players, any console player, even if you're playing PC on a PS4 controller, this will apply to you as well. Basically anything that uses those standard controllers, this will work for you. So obviously, as you guys see, I have the matchmaking region highlighted just because a lot of people don't do this. Make sure it's on auto, guys. Sometimes, like, I know Playgrounds had people change it to Europe servers so they get Playgrounds first. Make sure it's on auto because you'll have the best connection, guys. Connection is a big deal within Fortnite, trust me. Auto basically makes it where it chooses the server that has the least ping for you, so make sure that's on. Have vibrations off, that's another thing to highlight, guys. Vibrations being off makes it so your aim is a lot better, you can like pinpoint enemies so much better. Make sure it's off, and just make sure everything lines up. Like aim assist, make sure it's on. Sometimes people have it off and throws you off. Turbo building on, everything else is on. And other than this, make sure your controller settings are on Builder Pro. This took me about 2 days, just 2 days of a few hours of playing on each day to get used to Builder Pro. Make sure you guys are on Builder Pro, guys. That actually helps. Some people said they can't get used to it, but to be honest, just play. Maybe it takes you 3 days, maybe it takes you 4 days. In the long run, most likely you're going to be playing this game more than a week. So guys, once you get used to it once, it helps a lot, trust me. Make sure you guys are playing on Builder Pro. So yeah, guys, there we go. Those were my console settings. Those were Ninja's console settings, along with some tips to help you out. Now, once again, guys, let's see some season 5 hype in the chat. I'm going to be going hard on season 5. I'm sure you guys are as well. If you want to enter to win that battle pass, once again, comment season 5 if you made it to this part of the video to enter into that. Now I have some more actual tips to give you guys. Build during the final showdown. So like when the circle is really coming in, when it's really small, make sure you are building, like really, like make sure you know how to build. Once again, having it on Builder Pro will help out. Build a 2x2, build a 1x1, anything, but make sure you are getting that high ground first, and then just building around you to make sure you don't get sniped, because if you get the high ground, you could definitely get sniped. So next up is definitely make sure you are stockpiling on resources. So like make sure you get a ton of wood. Wood is the best just to have. Maybe if you have bricks as well, you can make 2x2s or 1x1s with brick. Metal isn't that good because if you're building really fast, if you're building a fast ramp, it's the easiest to shoot down right off the bat. Wood is the best, and make sure you learn to just get wood. Wood is the #1 resource you want to have. You always want to max out wood. If there's only a few players left in the game, you want to have as much wood as possible, guys. Always be getting wood. When you're going to the next area, make sure you're always getting wood. But once again, coming back to the first tip, be paranoid at all times. There could be someone behind that tree, so always play like there's someone right next to you. Now I wanted to give you guys some landing tips, how to land as quickly as possible, along with some other stuff on what the best gun in the game is currently and all of that. Though the gun meta always changes, guys. There's always new guns added to the game. Obviously the scar, the gold scar, the purple scar will always be on top, will be pretty high there. If you get that, most likely you're good within the game, along with probably having attack or a pump as well. But guys, right now, as I'm recording this, right freaking now, the freaking drum gun, or the Thompson gun, the drum gun, whatever you want to call it, is probably the best gun in the game. If I could choose between a purple scar or a drum gun, a blue drum gun, I will definitely pick the drum gun. That is probably the best gun in the game because you don't need an SMG if you have that gun. You don't need an AR unless you need something long range, but you don't need an SMG, and you most likely don't need a TAC because you can do more damage per second with that drum gun. So make sure you know what it is. In my best situation, I have a SCAR, I have a blue drum gun, and I have either a TAC or a pump, and some med kits or a bandage or minis. Any of that I have in my inventory, you're set. So drum gun's really good. Make sure you learn how to use that gun, where to get it, stuff like that. Now basically land as quickly as possible. Pretty much when you're trying to look at somewhere, you want to jump first. So let's say you're coming in, you think that you want to wait. Maybe you think waiting will be faster if there's a point. Usually if you jump first, most of the time you'll make it down before the other person. Obviously you want to distance yourself. Obviously you need experience. The sooner you learn how to jump, the sooner you'll actually get more experience to know when you can get there as quickly as possible. Now what I do is I jump straight down and I look to the right. So I'm looking down and I'm going a little bit to the right. Like if you're on keyboard, press W and A in the same time while looking straight down. That way you go and you're looking down in the same time. That's probably the best tips I can give you. If you're on console, you want to look straight down, and with your left analog stick you want to go diagonally to the top left or the top right. That's the best tip I can give you. It's kind of complicated if you want to actually go back to the video and just listen to what I said again. If you guys can nail this landing down, it can get you down as quickly as possible. That's what one of the best players do. It's probably it's more of a try hard thing to do. Like you have to be a pretty sweaty player to do this. But if you do this, you got the advantage over the other people that are actually going to tilted tower, stuff like that. So yeah guys, that's absolutely everything I can give you to become a god within Fortnite Battle Royale. Drop a like on this video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Stay tuned for more dope Season 5 videos to come. Make sure you are entering into the Battle Pass giveaway, and I'll see you guys on my next video.